Good morning and happy September. I just wrote down on our number line that yesterday was our 6th day of school. Holy cow, that was a quick week. Last week and this week, my kids and I talked about shoes. I wanted them to look at my shoe and describe it. I had some ideas in mind of how I wanted the kids to talk about my shoe, but it got a little bit crazy. I expected them to talk about my shoe by telling me about the color, maybe blue. If you would like to write down this on your board, this is the reason why I do that each time. My kids and I usually write down our sight words. This week it's the, of, and, a, to, but you've got your sight words from another teacher. I was expecting them to tell me about my shoe, saying maybe it had laces. L, A, C, E, S. And I was expecting them to tell me that my shoe was light. You know, heavy, the opposite of the word heavy, light. Here's light. L-I-G-H-T. But instead, you won't even believe what these silly kids were talking about, how they were talking about my shoe. They said my shoe was old. And I said, old is O-L-D. They said my shoe was dirty. Can you believe that? There was a little bit of grass on it, but that was because I was playing soccer with the kids earlier. D-I-R-T-Y. And then, someone called my shoe stinky. S-T-I-N-K-Y. And then called on a different girl. She said, it's very stinky. Somebody else said, that's the most stinky thing I've ever smelled. I always have the silliest kids, but I love them anyway. I'm going to get started on my tops cards. I'm going to take my hand up in a karate chop, and I'm going to put it down and swipe it back and forth to erase my board. I'd like you to do the same thing because I have 2 tops cards for you this morning. Since this is the end of your second week at Lake Street, I think, second week, second card. It's about time. This is what your first card says. It's number 5. It says, who is Lily the Clown? She has a hat. She has a bow tie. Look at these 3 options. If this looks like a clown that has a hat and a bow tie, write A. If this looks like a clown that has a hat and a bow tie, write B. If this is a clown that has a hat and a bow tie, write C. Pause your video. I'll give you a second to do that. If you wrote that Lily the Clown is C, you were just right. This clown has a hat and a bow tie like the directions say. This one, hat, but no bow tie. This one, bow tie, but no hat. Your answer should be C. There you go. Erase. Let's do another. Tops card number 6 says, how many fewer bugs are in the jar than in the box? Okay, looking at this card, I can see that there's already more in the box. I have a clue when it says fewer that it wants me to use the subtraction sign. That means take away, and I'm going to draw a picture to go with that. How many fewer bugs are in the jar than in the box? The way I'm going to set it up is like this. First, I have to count to see how many are in my box, and I'm going to write B. I have to use minus, so I'll plug that in there. Then I have the number of bugs in my jar, and I'll write down J for that. Don't tell anyone about it, but this is the start of algebra. I don't even know if I'm allowed to teach kindergartners algebra, so keep it to yourself. Let's see how many bugs I have in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 bugs in the box. So underneath my B for box, I'm going to write 6. I hope you've got the same thing as me. My minus sign stays the same, so I'm going to make this minus sign. It's just a horizontal line, which means left and right, this way. If I were to make a line going up and down, I'd call that a vertical line. Now I have to see how many bugs I have in my jar. Count with me. 1, 2. Underneath my J for jar, I'll write down 2. I've got 2 bugs. Oh, Mr. Padan, I need to draw my equals sign. Equals is 2 lines like that. Equals is 2 lines like that. And then I'll put my answer in over here. My number sentence is 6 minus 2. Let me scooch this bad boy out of the way. The way that I like to do this is I like to draw a picture. I have the number 6, so I'm going to draw 6 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's my 6. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. I have my 6 shown. Now I need to show my 2. Because we're doing minus with my line here, I'm going to put a line through 2 of these. Check this out. 1, 2. 6 minus 2. I had my 6, and then I crossed off 2. Let's see how many are left. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Think you've got 4 bugs left over? I'm going to give my eyes a break, look around my room, have a little drink, and check it again. I want to double check my work. I would hate to have the wrong answer for being silly. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think my answer is 4. Now I have to label it. We are talking about bugs, so I'm going to write bugs. The answer is 4 bugs. B, U, G, S. Wow, we did a lot of stuff today. We wrote down words. We talked about shoes. You got to hear about my silly kids. And we even did a little bit of algebra. That's neat to me. I hope that's neat to you. Have a good day.